Hello, everybody. I thought I'd give you an update on my situation. I've come to the conclusion that humans, for the most part, are absolutely deplorable. The only thing we want to do is use other humans to get what we want. Yes, I understand Freudian gratuity, and that's what drives us. But shouldn't sometimes just a smile and a how are you be enough to make a person feel good? This whole situation with this guy conning me, and just the way it's been since the beginning. Here in this cold shelter since I first got here, I've always been the person that gives somebody a cigarette when they need it. If they need a pair of gloves or a pair of socks, I go and I find it for them, or I buy it for them. And so lately, I've been showing a lot of people who seem to be smart enough and, have the ability to stay in one place for an hour, how to make money on the internet doing surveys and stuff. But nobody seems to be able to do it. But everybody seems to be able to ask if I've done it well today and can I get them something. So I'm going to return everybody who sent me money on Tuesday, and then I'm just going to be as devious as a person can. I'm going to con people like they con me, try to con me. I'm not going to do anything for anybody unless they give me something for it. I'm just so tired of how despicable people are, and they only care about themselves. And what drove me to this finally was this morning, after it rained all night and I had to sit in the rain for an hour before I went to the cold shelter, my cigarette lighter was really wet and it wouldn't light. And I asked a guy who I just gave a duffel bag to, and always give him cigarettes and stuff. I said, "Can I borrow your lighter?" And he looks at me and says, "Well, what do I get in return?" I said, "I'm just going to step outside and smoke a cigarette and be right back." And he says, "I need something in return for use of my lighter." And I told him, never mind. So I dried out my lighter, went and smoked a cigarette, and looked at him and said, "You'll never get anything from me again." So then this morning, when we wake up and are getting ready to leave, and I'm outside, he says, "Can I get a cigarette from you?" And I told him to burn in hell. And he kind of laughed, and then I stopped and I thought, what do I get for it? And he's like, "Oh, I see what you're doing." He said, "Come on, seriously, can I get a cigarette?" I said, "Sure. 25 cents. He says, "I don't have 25 cents. And I said, "Then you don't have a cigarette. You'll learn to cope like I had to learn to cope when you wouldn't let me borrow your lighter. A simple fucking lighter to light a cigarette. He cannot lend me for 30 seconds. And it's just not this guy. It's just not this instance. It's every day. And I'm completely tired of it. I mean, I'm sitting here every day going to class, and then when I'm not in class, I'm sitting down, not looking to get drugs, not looking to get anything to drink, or to, I'm sitting down doing surveys, making as much money as I can to help these people and to help myself. I'm not going to lie. And I've just had enough of it. I'm sorry that your brain is too broke from drinking your entire life and doing drugs that you don't have the attention span to sit down for an hour to make yourself some money. Really, I'm sorry. You should have taken better care of your brain. So, to all those people out there that, and they're watching my channel, most of them, I'd just like to give a wholehearted, warm fuck you.